ladies. We're on to week 4, and I hope you've had an absolutely wonderful weekend. I know I've had a great one. I hope you're staying warm, and as we continue to have more cold weather this week, hope you endure that well. So this week's chapter is called God Promises Hope for My Future Despite the Pain of My Past. And as we've been alluding, this is really one of the chapters where the rubber meets the road. I hope that you guys will all take time to read through the chapter and do all the little assignments that we'll have this week. Because God really does want to work through the pain of your past. I know some people think that they can just leave it in the past, but I believe that's really not the way God calls for us to work. I believe He wants to be with you through the past so that He can use it to bring a message. So one of the assignments this week is taken from page 79, and it says, make a timeline of your life with key events and write down any painful emotion and memories. And I might add perhaps even some happy memories and emotions that you would have. So this week I want you to take time to do that. You can be as creative as you want. I'm not terribly creative. I just got in a long piece of paper and kind of wrote the timeline of my life. You can kind of see it there. I included some of the times when I don't really have a whole lot of memory from when I was little, but then even some of the times from my teenage years where things were rough with my family, even times like the birth of our child. Some of you guys may know we had a rough ministry when we lived in Indiana, and all of the pain and all of the good things God has used to shape me into the person that I am now. And so I want you guys to take some time this week and write through your timeline. Spend some time thinking about all the things that have happened in your life to make you be the person that you are here now, today. I wanted to share with you a few quotes from the chapter this week with regards to looking at your timeline and thinking about the way God is working in your life. Renee says, you can't go back and change the circumstances or the relationships that have wounded you, but you can go back and process the pain with Jesus. In fact, you won't move forward with God until you do. And left unresolved, the pain from yesterday can keep you from having a confident tomorrow. And ladies, that's what we hope this week, that you will be able to dig into the pain and process it with Jesus. Allow Him to work in your heart and allow Him to teach you the things that maybe you missed, or to teach you what He's trying to show you through all of the things that's happened in your life. Another thing Renee says is, hope for your future will come when you allow Jesus to enter into the broken places of your life and do something beautiful. And ladies, that's my hope for this week, that this will be a beauty from ashes kind of week, because He really does do awesome things when we just offer up our vessel like we talked about last week. We'll just give Him the empty places and allow Him to do something beautiful. So work on it this week. There's not going to be a quiz. Those of you that are in the Sunday school classes, Alyssa's not going to go around and check your little book and see if you did it, but I really hope that you'll take time to do it, because I think that's just one more step towards being confident, is going and taking an honest look about what has happened and seeing what God wants to use. The focus verse for this week is Isaiah 51, verses 1 through 3. I want to read it to you in the Message. It says, listen to me, all who are serious about right living and committed to seeking God. Ponder the rock from which you were cut, the quarry from which you were dug. Yes, ponder Abraham your father, and Sarah who bore you. Think of it, my one solitary man, when I called him, but once I blessed him, he multiplied. Likewise, I, God, will comfort Zion, comfort her mounds of ruins. I'll transform her dead grounds into Eden, her moonscapes into the garden of God, a place filled with exuberance and laughter, thankful voices and melodic songs. Now, ladies, that's what we're going to do this week. As in the beginning of that verse, it says, ponder the rock from which you were cut. That's what you're going to take time to do. Look at your life and see where God has brought you, what God has brought you out of. And, you may have come from a dysfunctional family, or maybe you came from a family that was wonderful. Either way, celebrate it and allow God to use that. And then, once you've pondered the rock from which you were cut, you'll be able to let God comfort you you'll let Him be able to transform you, and then you'll be filled with exuberance and laughter with thankful voices and melodic songs. And that's my hope, that this week we can ponder everything, allow God to work, and allow Him to make the beauty from the ashes. So I guess that's all I have for you this week. I hope you'll have a wonderful week going through A Confident Heart, Chapter 4. And I can't wait to see all of the things that God does this week. I hope that you'll post them and be looking for all the ways that God has loved you through your life. And He's been wooing you to Him and chasing after you and pursuing you. Well, ladies, have a wonderful week, and I will see you on Facebook this week in our group. Have a good one. Bye.
Lord,